Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Natalie here with you today. I hope you're well. If you've seen any of my other videos recently, you know I've been well. So I'm happy to report I'm on the improve. Yay, finally. I have 3 different colours from my stash, and I'm going to cut all 3 of these dies out of each colour. In the snowflake, I'm going to die cut out 3 times, and this is for sort of the whites of the eyes. I mean, if your background is white, you don't have to do it. I think it adds in a little bit of extra depth and fun. The black down the bottom, the brown is my arms. I'm only going to cut that out once. The black has, and this orange, I'm going to die cut 3 times because we're going to have 3 little Santas. So I have a little bit of sticky tape on the top of my tag. This is a Snowman Pocket Tag die. I don't tend to use things the way they're created sometimes. And so I have trimmed, and you're going to see me do it here, just a little notch. Now, if you're going to use it as a tag, a little pocket tag, you want to keep those in there. I just like those off. So I've die cut all 3. I'm going to show you one of each. So I have, what colors do I have? I have Victorian Velvet Tea Dye, which is this color, and Iced Spruce. And then we're going to bring in a little bit of Stormy Sky later on. And I'm just putting a little bit of color on the edges. I'm going to add, spoiler alert, I'm going to add a little bit more later on, but that's all right. My scarf has a little bit on the very bottom edge. That's going to give it a little bit of dimension. And also on the sides, it's going to give it a little bit of a rounded look. And that's with the Ice Spruce. And just, you can see it's all embossed. That's the word. The word failed me for a second there. I'm still recovering. So while you watch me do this, I had nasal surgery, among other things, to help with what happens when I get sick and all that sort of stuff. And my brain, oxygen to the brain is useful. So words fail me. I'm going to use that in my excuse. I know it's words fail me at the best of times anywho, but we're going to use that as my excuse, and that's what I'm sticking to. Okay? Just saying. I've come back in with a little bit of tea dye on my cardstock because there's a panel that can be raised up a little bit, so it's going to give it a little bit of dimension in the back of what I'm going to call a beanie. I know some people call them toques. I think American peeps, you call them, I think you call them beanies too. I don't know. I have, this is just a slim line die from my stash, and I've added a little bit of the Stormy Sky onto the background panel. Off camera, I have die cut all 3 of my little, and put them together, of my snowman, but I just thought I'd show you this one. With die cutting the blacks for the eyes and the nose, it also cuts out 3 buttons, like charcoal buttons for the front of the snowman. I don't live near snow. We don't get snow. We get snow up in the very mountains, in some mountains, but nowhere near me. So I don't know. I think they were I think they're charcoal. Usually carrots, obviously sticks for the nose. Carrots, I know, but I think it was charcoal. Back in the olden days. I showed you just before, while I was too busy gas bagging, talking. That's Australian slang, sorry. Talking. These white die cut, this snowman body that we've cut out, they are all etched. So you can see exactly, you can sort of still see where most of the things are going. They're all etched or embossed, so you can see it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I have not done anything to his carrot nose this time around because I'm going to have dimension everywhere else. I'm also going to put his little charcoal buttons on front, but when we get to the card, I think you're going to see one. But I didn't know I knew roughly what I was planning, but I didn't know how much my snowman was going to be seen. So I put them all on. I don't care. It's all good. Each of my little snowmans have something pink, something green, and something that yellowy orange color. So this little dude has his little pink beanie, his green scarf. You can't see much of the shadow around his scarf, but in real life you can actually see it. And that is what I'm going to do with all my snowmans. So here are my other little snowmans. So they're all mix and match with their colours because I thought it was cute, but a little bit different. There is the new releases coming out soon. Sneak peeks are popping up on the website. So stay tuned for that because they're going to be really cute. I like Halloween. We don't do a lot of Halloween here in Australia. If I make a Halloween card, it actually goes to a friend's daughter who's born on Halloween. But it's not quite so big here in Australia as it is everywhere, other places in the world. But it's fun. It's fun making little cards and little things and bits and pieces with all the Halloween dies and papers that are out there. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too, because it's going to be very cute. I've seen it. It's very lovely. This sentiment is just a Christmas wishes out of my stash. I've glued it flat. I am going to trim, or I have now trimmed off the little part of the banner. I thought about leaving him, but I went, no. And I've trimmed up all my little snowman. So you can see there's only the one. There's only one that we can see his button. I've adhered that down and mounted that up with a bit of foam. We're going to adhere that to my card base, which is a slimline card, as we can all see. So he's going to have a little bit of dimension there. And I think he's just so cute. Well, they are just so cute. A little bit of glossy accents for each of their eyes. And then I'm going to come in with some stickles. At this point, I'd forgotten about his arm, but we're going to get there. We'll do it. We'll get there. So I just thought this was a cute little fun Christmas card. Okay? We don't have, as I said before, it's actually summertime in Christmas. So I don't care. Some people don't like doing the snow and everything else, but plenty of us do. And I love it. I don't care if it's just summertime here. Because, look at them. Sorry if that was a bit loud. Look at them. Look how cute they are. There's also, in this Christmas in July release, there was also Mrs. Claus. It was a Santa. Did I get all that is? I don't know. That is it for me. I hope you're well. Take care. I'll leave a couple of videos up here for you to watch if you so wish. I hope you're well. Take care and have a great day. Bye.